Morning, I am Anutrisha. In this session, I am going to discuss about one of the software construction profiling tool named VisualVM. Okay, first let us discuss about what is meant by the visual VM. This visual VM is one of the most powerful profiling tool. Okay, before going into the visual VM, let us we know what is meant by the profiling tool. This profiling tool monitors the code while it runs and it records how many times each statement is executed or how much time the program spends on each statement or the execution path. So the profiling the code means while it running it gives the insight into how the program works, where the hotspots are and where the developers should focus the code tuning efforts. Okay, now we are going to the Visual VM. Visual VM means it's the powerful profiling tool that can be used with the Java applications to monitor and analyze the performance. Okay, analyze the performance means so in this session we take one code and analyze the performance, how the code runs, where the hotspots are, and how the developer should focus the code tuning effects. We will discuss this at the upcoming slides. And this Visual VM integrates several monitoring and the troubleshooting capabilities, and it making it ideal for optimizing Java applications during the it's done during the construction phase. Then applications. Okay, in this applications we see performance optimization. Okay, performance optimization means it is the process of improving the efficiency of a system or the applications to make it run faster, more smoothly and more accurately. So process optimization means it is the process of refining efficiency of system and applications to improve their output speed or the scalability. So, in this Visual VM, it identifies the CPU intensive part of the code and optimizes the slow response time. Then the next application is memory leak detection. So this memory leak detection, it means it analyzes the heap dumps to find the memory leaks and monitor the garbage collection. Okay, to find the memory leaks. What's mean by the memory leak is the memory leak is occurs when the process allocate the memory from a paged or the not paged pools, but it does not free the memory. So to prevent that memory leaks, this visual VM is conducted for memory leak detection, then thread analysis and debugging. So it means it involves examining and interpreting the thread to dump information to identify and resolve the issues. So the detect thread deadlocks and optimize thread utilization in multi-threaded applications. And other application is Java Web Application Profiling. It helps to improve the efficiency and resource management of Java web-based applications. Okay. Then let us see the advantages and the disadvantages. So the advantages is Visual VM is one of the free and open source tool, and it can be accessible to the developers without any additional cost. It does not require the internet. It requires the internet connections during the installation process only, and then we can use it as in offline mode also. Visual and user friendly. So this visual VM graphical interface, it's very user friendly because it is easily understand by the users as well as the developers, and it analyzes the data without needing to shift through the command line outputs, and this improves the accessibility of the tool to the developers of the varying skill levels. Okay, these are some of the advantages. Then the disadvantages are this is only limited to the Java applications. This Visual VM is specifically designed for the Java applications. It cannot be used for the profiling applications within other programming languages like the C, C++. It won't support for that languages. It's only limited to the Java applications. This is one of the disadvantage, and it requires in-depth knowledge for the complex issues. And if the user use this Visual VM tools, they can uh, com- come through the basic issues only. If any complex issues occur, then they require most depth knowledge uh, to prevent that complex issues. Then okay, okay. Uh, it is automatically available after JDK is installed. Executable file could be found on your JDK installation folder bin as displayed below. In order to measure the performance of your application, it is necessary for the applications to recognized by the Visual VM first. So, okay. So using this Visual VM, we can measure the performance of our applications, of our code. So for that, first we have to install the Visual VM, so that the Visual VM is available after if the JDK is installed. Then okay, let me see the installations and configurations of the VM launcher. Okay, first uh, download the zip from this link which I given below, and the unzip the file, put it into plugin folder of our Eclipse installation folder. Okay, in my laptop it looks like after download the zip it looks like site.xml. It will visible in my system, in my desktop files. So there should be the site.xml inside the unzipped folder. And okay, after downloading the zipped file, and open the Eclipse and choose menu, then click help, then install new software. Then afterwards we can click local, and locate the folder. Once you finish in step 1, locate the folder. Like here I located the folder. Likewise we have to done in our step 1. Then okay, after do with that steps, then we restart the Eclipse. After restarting the Eclipse, then we can find one of the new option via the path below, configure two paths concurrently. Sorry, accordingly. So after the installation completion, then we restart the Eclipse. So when we restart the Eclipse, we find one of the new options that we have to configure the two path, like IDK path and the Visual VM path. We have to configure those two paths accordingly. Then after completing the installations, okay, we are able to run the Visual VM using the Java runtime environment. Okay, now we are going to perform with the performance measurement. Okay, for that first I select one of my Java project, choose the context menu. Uh, Okay, I am choosing the context menu and I clicking run configurations. Then I am creating one of the new Java applications. Um, then later by specifying the visual launcher as its here I am specifying the Visual VM launcher instead of choosing the Eclipse IDE launcher. Uh, then I am going to click this run. Okay, first of all, for example, I have one of the Java applications. I have one code for quick sort algorithm, which is written by myself, and I would like to do the performance, measure the performance data for that code, and there I set the breakpoint at the line 57 before my main logic is executed. So then launch the applications in debugging mode. Okay, the let me see the how to measure the performance data for my quicksort algorithm code. Okay, okay. For that, measuring the performance, first we have to click the profiler tab. Here the profiler tab is available. Okay, by clicking that, first we have to click that profiler tab. Then it shows the current status. After clicking the profiler tab, then it shows the what's the current status of our profiling. First, my status is profiling inactive, that profiling tab is inactive. So we have to click the CPU button. After this clicking the CPU button, now we will see that my status is uh, profiling running 20 methods instrumental. Now only my profiling is active. Okay, then go back to the Eclipse and click F8 to finish the execution. Once we finished, VisualVM immediately notify one of the dialog box that the profiling applications has finished execution. Do you want to take the snapshot of the collected results? And one more advantage is we can also take the each snapshot of the performance result. Uh, Okay, then it shows one dialog box. In this dialog box, we have, if we click yes, it will show the result of the performance result. So this is the result is displayed as below. So here we can see that. Okay, here we can see that the performance of my code. Um, for the main function, how much times it takes, it notify like in bar chart. Then for this initial function, how much its time take. So likewise we can measure the performance analysis of our particular code of our particular project. Likewise only we execute. Okay. As a conclusion, this Visual VM is one of the powerful profiling tool and it's user friendly for profiling, which means it's monitoring the Java applications and offering insight into the CPU usage, memory allocations, thread behavior and more. It also has the ability to detect the performance bottlenecks, then memory leaks and deadlocks makes it essential tool for developers aiming to optimize their applications during the construction phase. So it's done during the construction phase. While it's free and easy to use, this Visual VM also has the limitations such as performance overhead and Java specific usage. So these are the conclusion. With this, I will stop. Thank you.